The book of Ecclesiasticus, or Sirach, chapter 36, and verse 21. A woman has to take any man as a husband, but a man must choose his wife carefully. A woman's beauty makes a man happy. There is no fairer sight for the human eye to see. If the woman is kind and gentle in her speech, her husband is the most fortunate man. When a man marries, he gets the finest thing he will ever have, a wife to help and encourage him. If property is not fenced, thieves will wander in and help themselves. And if a man has no wife, he is a silent wanderer. People have no more trust in a homeless person who sleeps in a different place every night than they have in a wandering thief who goes from town to town. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Habashah, Wahava Kakwadash. Give honor to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect, and seeking to be the elect of the nation of Israel. They're scattered abroad amongst the heathen. Some look like the heathen, beginning with the 144,000 preachers, teachers, and prophets. Shalom. You women, when come to the, well, you're already going through it now, but it's going to get worse. And the reason why we tell you that because it's the truth, and to let you know that your judgment is upon you. All right, judgment is upon America. Therefore, judgment is upon you women, because you women want to cleave on the Esau, the so-called white man, and his ideologies in which America pushes forth. All right, nothing but confusion. Right. So you not having a man is for your own. You not having a man is your downfall. Hey, a woman is a man's possession. Let me see. A woman is a man's possession. A man that get up his wife, get up him a possession. Let me see. A man that get up a wife, get up to himself a possession. Yep, clears that. Excuse me. Yeah, we're in the same chapter. I'm tripping. Ecclesiastes 36 and 24. He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest. You see? So you women, you're supposed to be with a man of Yahweh Shema Shai, first and foremost. You're supposed to be with a man, period. But you women in Israel are supposed to be with a man of Yahweh Shema Shai. And you're supposed to be with a righteous man, not some old wicked dude. As a matter of fact, let's prove that real quick. I think that's Ecclesiastes 8. Ecclesiastes, is it 8? I will find it. Father, I was will, I will find it. Let me see. Yeah, Ecclesiastes 7. And Ecclesiastes chapter 7. And 23. The water Yahweh Shema Shai. Hast thou children, instruct them, and bow down their neck from their youth. Hast thou daughters, have a care of their body, and show not thyself cheerful toward them. Marry thy daughter, meaning give her in marriage. Give her away in marriage. And so shalt thou have performed a weighty matter. But give her to a man of understanding. You see, that's a man of Yahweh Shema Shai. That's why it's very important for the man to be in the children's lives, the sons and the daughters. But this video, we're talking about the daughters, the women. See, if your daddy just spoiled you when you were coming up, that man trash. He didn't do his part. All right? He didn't do his part. But give her, your daughter, to a man of understanding. See, the men of Israel, we're supposed to raise our daughters up to be possessions, to be wives, to be women that's going to cater to their husbands. All right? And we got to teach our daughters, we're supposed to be teaching our daughters um, to not only to receive things and to do their part, and the man do for them, but they got to learn and understand that they have a role as women to play in a relationship with their husband. That's why the women, the daughters, these young girls, these young ladies out here are supposed to look at the relationships of their mother and father, their grandfather and grandmother, and see how they act and maneuver, man, and see the things that they do as far as catering to things of that nature. But this culture pushes the culture of wickedness, the culture of death, which is through America. Esau, Edom, who turned everything upside down, they push death culture. They push, hey, you don't need a man, and you do what you want. Well, you women are not a possession because you don't have a man who is your head, who is your protector. All right? All right? So, again, Ecclesiastes 7:25, marry thy daughter, and so shalt thou have performed the weighty matter, but give her to a man of understanding. You see, if you don't have a man in this truth, you finished out here. All right? And y'all, and you got these people on, a lot of women on these social media platforms talking about the black Hebrew Israelites want underage girls, and they just want women that that they can manipulate. Hey, these are the same type of women going to get judged. These are the same type of women who have no hedge. These are the same women who are not possessions because they're talking what they don't know, and they're just running their mouth because they're jealous, and they're running their mouth at the fact that men are not checking for them, right? Men are not chasing you women anymore. All right? Most definitely the men of Yahweh Shema Shah. Now again, you get Ecclesiastes 36:21 in the KJV. It says, a woman will receive every man, yet is one daughter better than another. The beauty of a woman cheereth the countenance, and a man loveth nothing better. Hey, if there be kindness, meekness, and comfort in her tongue, then is not her husband like other men. Hey, this is the importance of you women being lowly, being meek, being kind, being peaceful, not running your mouths. You see, these are the women that real men want. These are the women that the men of Yahweh Shema Shah are going to take in. All right? Women that's kind, women that's humble, women that's comforting, women that's not running their mouths, women that's peaceful. All right? This is he that getteth a wife, beginneth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest. You see? You women are supposed to be what? That pillar of rest, a help like unto himself. Meaning what? You're performing your duties as a woman. I don't believe in 50-50. It's 100-100. All right? However many women a man got, that woman's supposed to give 100. Those women are supposed to give 100%. That man is supposed to give 100%. All right? It says where no hedge is, there the possession is spoiled, you see? And you women, your hedge are the men of Yahweh Shema Shah. If you have no hedge, then you will become a spoiled. All right? A spoiled, meaning you're going to be taken. All right? Hey, real quick. That's why the scripture says in Isaiah 13 and 12, the Wadi Habashimam Shah. As a matter of fact, Yeah, it's 12. I will make a man. This is a righteous man, a man like how about Shema Shah, not no random dude. More precious than fine gold. Even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Alright? Meaning a man is going to be in higher value than the best choice gold, than the purest of gold. And this is talking about a man like Yahweh Shema Shah. Alright? Why? Because this man, and you see these regular men amongst the world, they're not hedges, man. They're not protectors. And remember, they live in a world. They got the bag, or somebody get the bag. They might got a couple dollars. And you know, though the scripture say money is defense, but it also says wisdom is the defense, and wisdom will deliver you from trouble. You see? So you see, it ain't talking about any old man or man of the world or a man that has worldly possessions. Hey, now you get Isaiah 32. It says, and 3, and the eyes, and 2. Isaiah 32 and 2. And a man, let's start at 1. Behold, a king shall reign in righteousness, and princes shall rule in judgment. All right, King David is that king that's built upon earth, the king of Israel. All right, and the princes are the rest of the 144,000. The men that's out on the highways and hedges. These are the future rulers of the earth, of the galaxy. All right, these are the men that you women need to be seeking after, so you can be a possession, so you can have that hedge, so you won't become a spoil. And a man, Israelite man, the man of Yahweh Shema, a righteous man, shall be as an hiding place from the wind and the cover from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as a shadow of a great rock in a weary land. You see? So you see the importance of a righteous Israelite man calling the names of Yahweh Shema Shai. How you women supposed to be in line, and you women need these men as hedges, protectors, so you won't become a what? A spoil. Remember. So y'all women can sit back and talk about, I don't believe in that. What y'all be saying? Submissive. Ain't no slave. So when y'all hear that word submissive, man, it triggers y'all because you don't want to be in your feminine role. But it's okay. You don't got to be. Nah. You don't, look, you can do whatever you want. Like, literally, you can do whatever you want. It's just consequences behind it. All right? All this proud talk, you see, hey, it's falling. The government, Esau cutting you off. You ain't got these jobs no more like that. You can't pay your rent. Can't pay your mortgage. You don't know who got houses and can't pay the mortgage. You can't keep up with the maintenance, car payment, all of that. You can't buy groceries. A lot of y'all single mothers, the father's not around because of you. 95% of the time. I say 80% of the time. You women are the problem. You made it so hard so men don't even want to see their kids no more. But because of you, it's not that they don't want to see their kids, that they don't want to deal with the drama. Or the women. You spend another dollar. All right, are you baby mamas? All right. Now, 1 Corinthians 11, it says in 3, but I will have you to know that the head of every man is Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, and the head of the woman is the man. You see, so that the man is a protector, the hedge of protection of you women. And the head of Hamashiach Yahweh Shai is Yahweh. You see? You see that? So, we're in a time where, you women are getting judged. You women are getting judged for not having that hedge. You're going to become a spoil. All right? You're going to be graped. You're not going to have any help. Why? Because you don't have a man in your house. Why? Because of your pride. Why? Because of your mouth. Why? Because of your wickedness. Why? Because of your whoredom. Isaiah 32:9, rise up, you women that are at ease, hear my voice, you careless daughters, give ear to my speech. Many days and years shall you be troubled, you careless women, for the vintage shall fail and the gathering shall not come. And that's the time we in now. You women getting it the worst. We got some videos. Trouble ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare and gird sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine. Why? Because you have no hedge. You have no man of Yahweh Shema Shai. We ain't talking about Ricky and them. They through. We talking about a man of Yahweh Shema Shai. You have no hedge. You don't have the covering of a man of Yahweh Shema Shai. Therefore, you don't have the covering of Yahweh and his only begotten son Yahweh Shai. The angels are not protecting you and comforting you. All right?
You have been approved.
It's your fault. All right? It is your fault. We're in a time of judgment. All right? And it's going to get worse. And this is just the what? The 19th of January. The beginning of the year according to the Gregorian calendar. But the beginning of the year really comes in March, April, depending upon the new moon. All right? That's the Passover. Let's get this last scripture. Micah.
You have been approved. You are eligible to receive the grocery allowance worth $3,400.
Before we get there, let's get there. You women gonna become a spoil. Isaiah, it's either 13 or 14. Yep, the one that about Shema Shai. Isaiah 13 and 15. Every one that is found shall be thrust through, and every one that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Right, to join to America. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. So you see, remember, if that woman don't have a head, she shall become a spoil. Spoils of booty. Meaning what? They'll be taken, they'll be raped, and whatever you can think of. And that goes along with the household and the children too. All right? So judgment is upon you proud women, man. All right? All this, well, y'all just hate us up. No, we don't. We hate your behavior. You can't not hate somebody for nothing. As the scripture said, be not at
You have been approved.
Be not at don't be angry at a man for no reason. People don't get mad at people for no reason. It's a reason. And you know what the reason is. Mark 7 and 9, I would bear the indignation of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, because I have sinned against him until he plead my cause and execute my judgment for me, and he will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness. It's a man Yahweh Shema Shai.
You have been approved.
Then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy God? My eyes shall behold her, meaning the men of Yahweh Shema Shai, who are not taken in the women of Israel to protect them, to be their hedge. The women that's on the outside, you're going to get judged. And the men of the Lord going to see you get judged. Now shall she be trodden down as a mire in the streets. Now let's get these videos. My fault. Let's get this scripture one more time. Ecclesiastes 36 and 25. Where no hedge is, there the possession is spoiled. You see? So if you don't have the Israelite man, hey, you women who's supposed to be a possession to a man, you're going to be spoiled. Matter of fact, let's get the definition of spoil. Real quick, just show you, man, because it's always good to look up words, which we know what it means, but for edification, man, you just give that much more punch or power of a punch to the lesson by way of the Holy Spirit. Spoil, diminish or destroy the value or quality of. 2, harm the character or someone, especially a child, by being too lenient or indulgent. Now, goods stolen or taken forcibly from a person or place. You see? You see? And that's what you women are going to become. Your kids too. Goods taken or taken forcibly from a person or place. Going to what? Your wives being ravished. Women being ravished, period. Children and men being ravished. But we focusing on the women. I'm gonna play this video right here. They grabbed me for being black. Minnesota U.S. citizen breaks down after ICE encounter. It's an attack on brown and black population. The Israelites. Her. I'm gonna play the video. We'll play the clip. Let me see. Once the joint come up, we'll play it. See, y'all women finding out the hard way. Hey, you women that be like, I got to be submissive. If you got that mindset, you finish. All right? Because no one understands your role as a woman. All right? Your role is not to gather abroad and do what you like, man. Esau sold you that lie. Let's let this play. Come on, man. Man, goddamn. Watch now. I'm hitting play. This phone crazy. Let me pause it, man. Shit.
Bro, let me tell you something. These people are not playing, yo. They're not even asking if you're a citizen. They're not asking if you had document. I'm in the African store. They broke in the people African store. They broke from the back door. I'm shopping and they just snuck behind me. They grabbed my shirt from the back, bro. They don't even care if you have documents. They're not even asking you if you're okay. They just, as soon as they know you're black or something, they just like literally grab me from the back. I turned around, I was confused because they broke through the people back door. I was totally confused. They grabbed my hand for no reason. I'm a fucking citizen. They don't even care, bro. They just grabbed me. The guy came in. It's like, you're not supposed to be in the store. It's a private property. I had to take my hand out of him and they came from the back door. They're not even going through the front. They broke in the people in the African store. They broke in the back door. Like, I'm fucking shaking right now, bro. They don't even care. Like, I'm so fucking shaky. The people that don't have documents, you should not be outside. They don't even care if you have documents or not. Because I'm a whole citizen. They didn't even ask me for my ID. They didn't ask no question. They just grabbed my hand. And then when I told them, like, why you doing that? Then they went to the other lady. They went to the other lady in the back door and they took the lady. I don't have nothing. Y'all white people just keep taking people. Don't ask me for shit. No, I don't care. They just grab me for no fucking reason. I'm not helping no white people. Don't ask me for shit. Yeah, they broke in the African store. I'm just telling everybody, all the African people, I'm just telling them, y'all better lock the door. The people door was locked, and they snuck in the back. They snuck in the back. One coming from the back and one sitting in the front. Because I came in the store, they had an Iowa pick in an Iowa truck. The plate says Iowa. So they don't give a fuck if you have documents. If you have documents, they don't give a shit. They're just gonna come and grab you. So if you don't have shit, just stay home. I shouldn't even be in Brooklyn Park right now, bro. I've never experienced this shit before. They don't give a shit. They're all in Brooklyn Park. They're just sneaking in the people's store from the back since the car. They can't come in through the front. They're sneaking in the back door. Oh my God. I'm fucking... They didn't even ask me if I had documents. They didn't ask me if I'm a citizen. They just snuck me and grabbed me from the back. They pulled my jacket from the back. They just pulled me and tried to grab my hand. And luckily, the other guy that worked there, he just came and said, "What are you doing? You're not supposed to be in here." That's when the guy took my hand from my jacket from in them. And then it went after the other lady. I guess they thought I was her. Yeah, I'm going home, Andrew. I'm not even supposed to be here. I usually don't even come over here this early morning. I can't run the errands. Just not even supposed to be in the African store at this time. Because I was like, since I'm already in Brooklyn Park, I'm gonna just make my run so I don't have to come here later. And then that's the shit that's going on. They don't give a fuck if you. They didn't even ask ask me, are you a citizen? Do you have documents with you? They just grab me. So imagine, they're not even asking for nothing. And they snuck in the people back door. They didn't even come through the front. So if you own any store, African store or whatever store, you gotta just lock your back door, because I don't know how they came in the back. I was in the aisle, she just came and grabbed me from the back. Man, they don't give a shit. Like, I'm scared. I know I'm rude, but I mean, I did cuss them up, but dang, I'm not that. I'm scared. I'm a punk. If you don't have your documents, you just stay home. Because even if you do or not, they don't give a shit. They just grab you, whatever. As long as they see you colored, they grabbing you. You're in an African store, they don't think if you're a citizen, they don't give a shit, they grabbing you. So stay the fuck home. If you don't have to be outside, don't be outside. Because they just grabbed me for no fucking reason. Grabbed me from the back. Like, had my shirt. Oh my God. I'm freaking out. I am freaking out. So the people saying walk around with your documents. So even if you're walking around with your documents, they're not asking you for your documents. So how can you walk around with your documents if they're not even asking you questions? They didn't even ask me if I have documents. They didn't even ask me shit. He just grabbed me.
That's enough, because she just repeating herself now. But you see, she said she terrified. Right? Which reports that we already showed you what they were doing in the Northern Kingdom, and they're still doing it. And they graping these women, man. Alright? And when these troops start going up in your house, they're gonna be doing it in your house. They're gonna blow your they're gonna hold your husbands, if you got boyfriend, husband, whatever, and you ain't in this truth, and you got boyfriends or husbands or whoever, hey, they're gonna tie them down, and they're gonna be raping you women and your children, man. And then the men. Hey, and the best time for them to run up in people's houses and when they activate this Insurrection Act, which is martial law, and they lock everything down, so that way they ain't gonna have to worry about running from place to place. They're going from neighborhood to neighborhood, and they're going in the cribs. All right, where everybody's gonna be home. All right. Now let's play this other video right quick. I'm gonna play this whole video. The brother right here, the hopeful elect.
If you don't want a woman,
the hopeful elect 3, and harlot shall be counted as spittle. I'm gonna play this whole video. Alright? Now she telling you about you women, man. How y'all wrong. And then we brought out the scriptures, and you see how important it is for you to be humble, meek, comforting, peace to your husband. And if you're not, you're getting judged. Hey, those type of women that's running their mouth and disorderly and independent and proud, you have no man, or you have by small shot. Therefore, you have no hedge. Therefore, you're going to become a spoil. It's your fault.
I have a very important question that we should all ask ourselves. That question is, why should a man want a woman in 2026? Why should a man that is single, that is already living his life, possibly disrupt his life by taking on a woman? The reason I ask this question is because I think that a lot of us women have a very outdated mindset. Women are not what they used to be. The image of a woman has been tainted by ourselves. We have totally destroyed our image. Anything positive that used to come to mind when you thought of a woman, we have dismantled. And we don't piece together the fact that dismantling our image comes with consequences. So again, I ask you to ask yourself, why should a man want a woman in 2026? We get on the internet and we sit up and we bash men all day long. All day long, all we do is talk crap about what a man isn't doing and what a man is doing that we don't like, how we don't want to live with a man, how men are acting like females, how men aren't doing enough, men aren't giving enough, what they do isn't good enough, how they behave isn't good enough, they don't look good enough, they don't have enough money. We are just going on and on and on, talking crap about men all day long. That's point one. Point two, we have totally taken the mystery away out of being a woman. Back in the day, women didn't discuss certain things. Certain things were kept between the girls. Now we've gotten online acting like the men don't process and see the same internet we do. We traded in a quick buck for our secrecy, for our mystery. You can get online and you can see how women do their hair. You can see how women do their makeup. You can see how women get cheap clothes off of Shein or wherever they get them from. We got our hygiene tips on there. We've got dating tips. We talk about what we do and don't do on the first date. We talk about all these things, just sharing every single thing about ourselves. We tell stories about our stupidity and dumb things we do. We talk about how we have no standards, and you may not think that that's what you're talking about. But when you're telling these stories about dumb stuff that you did, or certain stories about situations that you've been in, what you're saying is, I don't have standards. And most women don't have standards anyways, but that's a whole separate video coming very soon. So we get on the internet, we crap on our men, we share all of our secrets about ourselves to where they're no longer secrets anymore. What would make a man want us? Then to top all of that off, there's all this free corn everywhere. And even if you're a man where you want the real thing, there's women on here sharing basically that they'll do anything for some dinner. There's women out here that are sleeping with men for dinner. There's one of us sleeping for men for just the smallest thing. So we're giving out all the tips, all the secrets, telling all the things about ourselves. So there's no secrecy anymore. There's no anything anymore. What is the selling point for us? What do we bring? And you get mad when someone says, what do you bring to the table? Because we're asking men to bring so much. We want men to do it all. We want men to still be the men of yesteryear while us not being the women of yesteryear. We don't want to cook. We don't want to clean. We don't want to provide and cater to a man's needs. We don't want to do anything but receive everything. And we want to talk down to our men. We want to mistreat our men, but it still expect them to be gentlemen and decency. And it's so funny to me how women are always online talking about how men are acting like females. And you're saying it in a derogatory way, which means you are self-admitting that you know that the image of a woman is a negative thing. If you're saying that men are acting like this and it's a bad thing, that means that you're behaving badly and you know it, and you're not calling it out. You're not changing yourself. So again, in these hard economic times, in these hard political times, in these hard, difficult, challenging spiritual times, you think that it's a good idea for a man to take on a woman? These same women who are getting online expressing how ungrateful they are, taking men's children away, putting men on child support, taking half of their stuff when they get divorced, just causing chaos in their life, causing drama. On top of that, you have to compete with this corn. And I don't blame people. I don't blame anyone. You act like, oh, because I have my genitalia, since I have this private part, I'm the prize. No, the prize is who's ever in demand, and women are not in demand anymore. There's way too many of us. We've gotten online and made it clear that we're way too easy, we're way too promiscuous, we do anything strange for a little bit of change. There's literally no incentive anymore. What is the point? I would not advise any man unless you just want that. I'm not surprised if you don't want a woman. Who would? Who would? What women are out here that are worth wanting when there's all these risks? It's all risk and little to no reward. And we get on the internet and we make it, we display it every single day. When you're taking on a woman, all you're doing is taking on challenges. And the main reason to still want a woman, which is to have children, half of y'all have gotten online and made it clear that y'all don't even want to be mothers anymore. Y'all don't want to have children. So what is the point? What is the point? What is the incentive? Why are we acting like we don't understand? Why are we walking around still thinking that we're the prize, thinking that someone should want us when we're not giving anything worth wanting? What are you worth that's worth wanting? What about you is worth the risk that you come with? When you're letting all these women online represent womanhood in such a nasty way every single day, and you're in the comments condoning it, instigating it, egging it on, yes girl, yes queen, waving your fingers, praising this behavior, and you're surprised when these men don't want you besides to sleep with you. And the funny thing is, a lot of them don't even care about that anymore. Why? Because it is much more easy and enjoyable to be in your own home, please yourself if that's what you're into, and roll over than have to deal with all of the problems and issues and drama that comes with women in 2026. So please ask yourself this question. Before you go to yourself and have a pity party, I need a man, where's the man? Men aren't the same anymore. Ask yourself, are you the same as a woman? Are you worth it? I strongly doubt it. We as a whole are diminishing our value every single day. And it's over. It's a wrap. There's no undoing it. This is what you all have decided. This is what we have decided as a whole. Live with it, deal with it, and ultimately deal with the consequences. Evolve. You've made it this way, so it's time to evolve. I love y'all. Talk to you soon.